What began as a frantic search for 6-year-old Lilly and 4-year-old Jack Sullivan has settled into a silence that grips Lansdowne Station.
It just blows my mind that there's absolutely nothing.
RCMP are now offering new information to the public of the siblings' movements before they went missing.
Based on details gathered so far, we have confirmed that Lilly and Jack were observed in public with family members on the afternoon of May 1st.
On May 2nd, 2025, 6-year-old Lilly Sullivan and 4-year-old Jack vanished from a Nova Scotia trailer. No footprints, no screams, just an open door and their boots gone. Pink for Lilly, dinosaurs for Jack. For 28 days, Lansdowne Station choked on silence. Then, on May 30th, the RCMP dropped a cryptic bombshell. The kids were seen alive May 1st, observed with family members. But their vague words hide more than they reveal. A stepfather's polygraph test, claimed to be taken, raises a chilling question. What's the RCMP keeping from them? The RCMP's secrecy is the key to this mystery. What aren't they telling us? Lansdowne Station, Nova Scotia, is a forgotten road where secrets sink into the mud. On May 2nd, 2025, at 10 a.m., a 911 call sparked panic. Lilly Sullivan, 6, and Jack, 4 members of the Sepeknikatik First Nation, were gone. Their trailer's sliding door hung open. No signs of struggle, just their boots, Lilly's pink sweater, and her white strawberry backpack missing. Jack's brown shirt and pull-up diaper? Gone too. The RCMP launched a massive search. 160 volunteers, K-9s, drones, and helicopters scoured 5.5 square kilometers of Fiona-ravaged woods, trees crisscrossed, ticks clinging. A child's footprint near Lansdowne Lake led nowhere. By May 7th, Staff Sergeant Curtis McKinnon's grim words hit hard. The kids were unlikely alive. Over 180 tips and 35 interviews yielded 0 confirmed sightings. The RCMP's early silence left a void that's only grown darker. The RCMP's tight-lipped start set a mystery that demands answers. Then, a sudden sighting changed everything. On May 30th, 2025, the RCMP finally spoke. Lilly and Jack were seen alive on May 1st at 3:17 p.m., observed in public with family members, slashing the disappearance window to 19 hours. Corporal Sandy Matheru's words, based on details gathered so far, drip with caution. Video evidence and eyewitness accounts confirmed the sighting, but who saw them? A neighbor? A store clerk? The RCMP won't say. The phrase, family members, is deliberately vague, dodging names. For weeks, the timeline rested on April 29th, when a school bus driver spotted the kids. Now, May 1st upends it all. Timelines are the heart of missing persons cases. Why downplay this shift as a technical update? The RCMP's begging for Gearlock Road dashcam footage. April 28th to May 2nd. But won't reveal what hours of video they've already collected. Neighbor Melissa Scott handed over 5 days of footage from her 7 trail cameras on May 20th, 1 on her driveway, others in the woods. She saw nothing unusual, but the Major Crime Unit's request suggests they're chasing something specific. Are they sitting on unseen footage of the kids? The RCMP's vague language shields them from scrutiny, hinting they're holding back critical evidence. The community's not buying it.
Sullivan children aged 6 and 4 were seen in public a day before they disappeared. We've reached Robert Parker. He is the warden of the municipality of Pictou County. He is in central West River. Warden, good of you to join us. We won't talk specifically about the case because I know that you're not privy to information on this, but what do you think the sense will be in your community tonight when people hear even the slightest bit of new information from the RCMP? How is it received?
I think any bit of new information is, is wanted and needed. One thing that's short in this sad affair is good information. And when good information isn't available, then false information or whatever people decide on their own, and that gets spread around. So any bit of information is good, but it doesn't tell us a lot. It tells us that little Lily and Jack were there the day before they disappeared, which is what was assumed all along and what was told by the parents, that they disappeared that morning. So it sort of lends some credence to that, I guess, and takes away some of the stories of, well, they hadn't been around for a week and things like that. But it's, there's still a long ways to go. And I think the RCMP are struggling, to find any little bit of lead they can. And so they know the public is hungry for answers. So they're letting out whatever they can. So I don't know if this information was available before and they just hadn't let it out, or, if it wasn't available and whatever made it available now. I'm not sure of the facts.
Pictou County Warden Robert Parker voices a town on edge. The May 1st sighting is symbolically valuable, he told CBC, but it doesn't tell us a lot. It supports the parents' claim Lily and Jack were home until May 2nd, but Parker's skeptical. Was this information sitting in RCMP files, or are they only now catching up? After 28 days of silence, Lansdowne Station's trust is fraying. Gearlock Road has maybe 10 homes, some with trail cameras, but Fiona's chaos, uprooted trees, treks now taking hours, buried search hopes. Parker noted the RCMP searched the woods so hard, yet K9S found no scent, no trail. Then, a stunning claim. The RCMP ruled out abduction on May 3rd, just day 2. No strange cars, no tire tracks. Why dismiss it so fast? If not the woods, not an abduction, where are they looking? All over, rumors ignite. Nighttime SUVs, freshly cleaned ATVs near the trailer. Parker's fear runs deeper. People are coming up with their own options. The RCMP's refusal to address speculation only fuels distrust. Parker's doubt reflects a community losing faith in the RCMP's transparency. A retired cop sees through the fog.
They gave you a clue when they said no abduction. That's a big statement to make at this early in the game.
It's been 24 days since Lilly and Jack Sullivan were reported missing from their home in Lansdowne Station. Family members have speculated the children were taken, but police have remained adamant they do not believe the siblings were abducted. According to Nova Scotia's recently updated policing standards, abduction is defined as when a person under 18 years of age or a vulnerable person is taken without the permission of their legal guardian. Jim Hoskins is a retired HRP officer and former major crimes staff sergeant. Despite not working the Sullivan case himself or being privy to any information regarding RCMP's ongoing investigation, he can see only 2 remaining possibilities.
What I see from the outside, there's only 2 options here. Criminal involvement, search, they haven't found them yet. They legitimately got lost in the woods.
Retired Halifax cop Jim Hoskins, with 30 years in major crimes, shook the case on May 26th. The RCMP's no abduction stance on May 3rd, just 2 days in, was a big statement, he told CBC. No tire tracks, no stranger sightings. Hoskins sees 2 paths. The kids are lost in Fiona's brutal woods, or it's criminal. But the RCMP's vague updates dodge why they're so certain. Of Canada's 30,000 missing kids in 2024, only 3% stayed unsolved. Why are Lily, 6, and Jack, 4, slipping through? Searches on May 17th and 18th, led by search manager Amy Hansen, hit the trailer hard. 115 volunteers scoured 1.2 square kilometers. Why pivot from woods to home? Hoskins's instinct points to the trailer's clutter. A pink boot tucked under a couch, a crumpled giraffe doodle. Did the RCMP overlook a clue in plain sight, or are they protecting a bigger secret? Hoskins's warning suggests the RCMP's focus shifted to the trailer. Why won't they admit it? The stepfather's test raises doubts.
Children's stepfather, Daniel Martel, says he has been interviewed extensively since Lilly and Jack were first reported missing.
You mentioned last time we chatted that you'd offered to do a polygraph test.
That is correct.
Has that already happened?
That has happened.
Right. And did you get results from that yet?
I do have results, and I don't know if I can share those results, but they were good in my favor, we'll say that.
Stepfather Daniel Martel dropped a bombshell on May 29th, telling Global News he took a polygraph test he'd requested early on. Results were good in my favor, he claimed. CTV's Hafsa Arif heard the same. He passed. But the RCMP? Not a word. Polygraphs aren't admissible in Canadian courts. Too unreliable, experts say. But they steer investigations. Why no official confirmation? Daniel's been open, handing over his phone, bank statements, Google Maps data, and sitting for 4-hour interviews. I'm the only one keeping this alive, he told reporters. Yet people aren't convinced. If he passed, why the RCMP's silence? Did Daniel even take the test, or is it a bluff to shift suspicion? He claimed the RCMP flew in a polygraph specialist. If true, their silence could mean the results raised red flags. Or they're guarding a larger lead. The major crime unit's involvement since May 3rd suggests they're digging deep. What did that needle reveal? The RCMP's silence on the polygraph fuels suspicion. Are they hiding a failed test or a bigger breakthrough? The parent's story starts to crack. The RCMP's May 1st sighting, Lilly skipping, Jack trailing, healthy, torches the parent's story. Stepfather Daniel Martel and mother Malahia Brooks Murray told CTV the kids were home sick from April 30th to May 2nd, citing Lily's cough. But dashcam footage shows no illness, just kids in motion. Daniel's May 3rd CBC interview chills. They were best friends. Past tense, just 24 hours after they vanished? He listed Lily's pink sweater, Jack's dinosaur boots, and her strawberry backpack. Details too precise for someone who claimed to be asleep. Malahia's May 3rd CTV claim that undiagnosed autism kept the kids from wandering fell apart. Salt Springs Elementary staff told CBC Lilly loved giraffes, was vibrant. Jack was chatty, dinosaur obsessed. No autism concerns. Why lie about their health and behavior? The RCMP's vague family members in the sighting, Daniel, Malahia, or someone else. Why no names? By May 3rd, Malahia fled to Colchester with toddler Meadow, blocking Daniel online after a family blowout. The parents' contradictions point to the trailer. Whose secret is the RCMP protecting? The family's falling apart. On May 3rd, 2025, Malahia's mother, Cindy Murray, confronted Daniel Martel on Gearlock Road, accusing him of knowing more, Daniel later told CBC. The clash exploded until Daniel's sister intervened. By May 8th, Malahia fled to Colchester with toddler Meadow, cutting Daniel off. Her social media now marked single. Cindy's May 6th CBC plea was raw, a grandmother begging for her babies. But the RCMP advised her to stay quiet. Why gag a grieving elder? The Sepeknekatik First Nation rallied, holding vigils with pink ribbons and prayers, yet Cindy's voice was silenced. Malahia pushed for an Amber Alert, but the RCMP's no abduction stance blocked it. The May 1st sighting's family members. Was Cindy there? Why won't the RCMP clarify? On social media, whispers grow. Cindy knows something. Her brief Canadian press call on May 7th, cut short, hinted at fear. Is she protecting someone or scared of what she knows? Cindy's clash and the RCMP's gag order suggest a family secret. Why shield it? The town's patience is breaking. Robert Parker's voice trembles with a town's pain. We're scared, he told CBC. The RCMP's giving us nothing. Gearlock Road's trail cameras could hold answers, But Parker's fear cuts deeper. No abduction, no kids, what's left? On the internet, theories explode. Nighttime SUVs, freshly cleaned ATVs, even whispers of an RCMP cover-up. A May 12th community event at West River Fire Hall saw 17 families demand truth. The RCMP's major crime unit, active since May 3rd, has logged 355 tips and over 50 interviews, yet no progress shared. Justice Minister Becky Druhan warned on May 18th that misinformation could harm the case, but the RCMP's silence fuels it. Parker makes it personal. They're all ours. Lilly loved sparkles. Jack clutched his T-Rex toy. A Stellarton RCMP memorial grows with stuffed animals and flowers. A plea for closure. Why won't the RCMP address the noise? The RCMP's silence is shattering a town's trust. Rumors are filling the void. One truth can't stay buried. 28 days since Lilly and Jack Sullivan vanished, the RCMP's May 1st sighting and silence on a polygraph test hide more than they reveal. A trailer untouched, a family fractured, a town broken. Why? Lilly's sparkles and Jack's dinosaurs deserve answers. The Sipaknakatik. First Nations prayers echo. These kids belong to us all. Share this video to demand the truth. Got Gearlock Road dashcam footage from April 28th to May 2nd, 2025? Call Northeast Nova RCMP at 902-485-4333. Anonymous tips can go to Nova Scotia Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS or crimestoppers.ns.ca. Don't let their light fade. The truth is out there. Help us find it for Lilly and Jack.